ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Russell, Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. We come to you live today from the Mie Prefecture in the south of Japan's Honshu Island for a race that has seen many title deciders over the years. Some simple, some controversial, but all contributing to a legacy that makes the Japanese Grand Prix an indispensable stop in any Formula One season. 18 corners make up a lap of the incredible figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit, with 10 to the right and 8 to the left, for a distance of 3.6 miles. Average lap speeds around here are fairly quick. If it stays dry, then expect somewhere in the region of 136 miles per hour. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Tiger and Sainz, Bottas, Magnussen, Perez and Pierre Gasly, Vettel, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll and Albon, Joe, Mick Schumacher, Daniel Ricciardo and Robert Schwartzman. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
We're still in with a chance of winning this title. We need you to push as hard as you can in the 5 remaining races. We've reached a worrying level of wear on the internal air on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep temps under control, please. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Great pass. Gap ahead is 2.0 seconds.
again here at Suzuka. A brilliant win on the beloved figure-of-8 circuit. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on track was: speed. I know it sounds like an awfully reductive statement, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend. We need your input here. It's not an easy choice, I know. Not an easy decision, but you handled it well. Thanks.
qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Tiger, Verstappen and George Russell. With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Welcome once again then to the United States Grand Prix here in the magnificent city of Austin. It was here in 2018 that Kimi Räikkönen delighted the world by taking the top step of the podium for the first time in 114 races. There's always a record to be broken, so what, I wonder, is in store for us here today? We have 10 turns to the left and 10 turns to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and turn 12 at this anti-clockwise track. It's 3.6 miles long and we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Tiger lines up on pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Leclerc and Sir Lewis Hamilton and Sainz, Perez, Bottas, Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo, Magnussen, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda and Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Mick Schumacher, Alex Albon and Guan Yu Zhou, Schwartzman and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail to... And with me today, of course, is Natalie Pinkham. Now, I want to ask you about Lewis Hamilton. That was a great win in the last race, but can they keep that momentum going into this weekend?
Well, there are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out will have boosted their confidence coming into this race.
Okay, we've reached a worrying level of wear on the internal combustion engine. Let's try and keep the revs down. Early upshifts, later downshifts, please. Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep temps under control, please. prone to overheating. Charges on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum. my friend. Well done.
Well, it's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. It was a tough race at times, but they've held on to take a great victory for McLaren today. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I feel consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving that they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track. Well, not the result our points leader would have wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Tiger. They pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was an absolute pleasure to watch.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points, their hold on that lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order.
Set your tone to max. Out to space we land. Complications rise and fall unless we go full blast. Under feet we lack another round to attack. Somewhere where I can be free, someplace to put my path on track. There's space, come follow me. Someplace I want to be.
qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top three: Tiger, Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back. Welcome to Mexico City, the most popular city in North America, and home, of course, to the Mexico City Grand Prix. It's a sellout crowd as usual here at one of the shortest circuits on the Formula One calendar. And who, I wonder, will they be cheering on the top step of today's podium? At 2,285 metres above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners then make a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking into the braking zones of Turn 1 and Turn 4. Before Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into Turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, now stay alert for threats around you. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Fantastic, amazing, he deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
It's victory in Mexico then. Oh, what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win? Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to the Tiger. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
Not
I'm falling again, down this empty hole.